Greetings, fellow penguins. It's Danish here. We're back with Cherish the Humanity. Now, a bit of a special one today because on Wednesday, believe it or not, I went to see Russell Howard. It was Russell Howard Wonderbox, and it turns out the one film that day was the one that was being recorded. So I assume that's going to be the one on the DVD. And he mentioned something that I think should be shared, personally. And I think it would make a decent story for this. Apparently, recently there was a 14-year-old boy he ended up meeting up with. Now, again, before I say this, I apologise. There's no web page I found for it. It's just something that he ended up announcing to everybody right at the end, like he does on Russell Howard's Good News. There's a 14-year-old boy he became acquainted with, and the kid was suffering from cancer. And the kid was actually a massive fan of his and was especially fond of one of his skits that he did during Russell Howard's Good News called the Mr. Dildo skit. Now, if you're unfamiliar, it's basically quite some time ago, the government were trying to teach kids more about sex. And he was taking the piss, there's going to be some kind of kids shows like this, and it's like Mr. Dildo, and he's dressed up in this massive 6-foot pink cock costume. And the kid really liked the skit, and he got to know the kid, and he was funny as fuck. I went out with a drink with him occasionally. Yeah, a 14-year-old kid, but they did it anyway. And at one point, the kid rung him up. The kid contacted him saying, "Look, Russ, can you come to my funeral?" And he was like, "Well, okay." He didn't know what to say because he really liked that kid. And he said, "Don't worry, it's going to be good fun. It's going to be good fun because it's going to be fancy dress. And I want you to come. I want you to dress up as well." And he was like, "Well, what do you want me to dress up as?" It's like, "I think you know what you want me, what I want you to dress up as." Obviously referring to Mr. Dildo. Before it happened, however, he fought back, and he's out of it. He's managed to fight cancer and kicked it in the fucking balls. Cancer twatted him. He got back up saying you hit like a bitch and decked it in the fucking face. He's back out. He's made from what I saw, he made a full recovery. And Russell's like, "Well, it'd be nice for you to come on with the end of one of my shows, but I'd like you to dress up." And he was like, "As what?" And you think, "I think you know what I'm thinking." And the kid came on in the Mr. Dildo costume. And he's like, "Oh, is there anything you want to say?" And he just takes mine and goes, "Murr." Which if you saw any of the gigs, you probably understand. It was a running joke he went with. It was a running joke he was doing during the gig. It was one of the funniest gigs I've ever been. Well, it was the only fucking comedy gig I've ever been to. It was funny as fuck. I'm so glad I went. But when he told that really made me happy. Every single person in the entire fucking audience stood up, myself included. About 5,000 people standing up, applauding the kid. And the kid's a good sport. He came out in the fucking in the 6-foot pink dick costume with a smile on his face. Respect for that kid. And as usual, respect for Howard. Because if you've watched Russell Howard's Good News even once, you know he does this every time. He always brings up some kind of uplifting story, like the way I do every Sunday. That's Russell Howard's Good News is actually probably the inspiration for why I do when I do Cherish the Humanity. It's just something to show that there is still hope left. And the story he told on Wednesday made me very happy. Although there was some bitch next to me that didn't even fucking stand up, barely even applauded. I'll be honest, throughout the entire 2.5 hour gig, she barely fucking laughed. Moody bitch, she was. There's always one person that just sits there, it's like, not getting these fucking 2 hours back. Yeah, Mr. Dildo. Yeah, there's always this one random asshole that does that. But the guy she was with, he was alright. He was laughing his ass off. etc., etc. He got into it. But anyway, that story made me very happy, and I thought, well, This is not actually out. Wonderbox has not been out yet. I mean, it's only recorded on Wednesday. But I'm probably going to buy the DVD, even though I went. I'm going to buy it anyway. It was funny as fuck. Hopefully that is the one that gets released on the DVD. If it is, get it. You will not regret it. I guarantee it. Considering I can actually say I was fucking there. It's odd saying that. But grab the DVD, and the story at the end, that story made me very happy. So, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a favourite, comment down below if you have a story you want me to share, and I'll share it next week. Subscribe so you can become part of the Penguin Army, and we will defeat the Chair Squad. So until next time, fellow Penguins, Danish out.